Now this scenario is titled Software Deployment Issues at a Technology Firm. A technology firm is rolling out a new project management software across all departments to improve collaboration and task tracking. The IT team follows a structured deployment plan, ensuring that employees receive proper training and that the software integrates with existing systems. However, after the rollout, multiple teams report that some key features are not functioning correctly. An investigation reveals that the software was deployed with missing configuration settings, causing issues with user permissions and data synchronization. To fix the issue, the IT team applies a configuration update and ensures that all affected teams regain full functionality. They also revised their deployment process to include additional pre-launch testing and validation. Now, based on this scenario, we're going to have 3 questions, and then we'll look at the answers to those 3 questions. Question 1. Which ITIL practice ensures that software releases are tested and deployed correctly to minimize disruption? Is it change enablement, incident management, release management, or service level management? Question 2. After the deployment, the IT team realizes that some employees were not properly trained on the new software, leading to an increase in support requests. Which ITIL 4 dimensions of service management is primarily affected? Is it organizations and people, information and technology, partners and suppliers, or value streams and processes? And question 3. The IT team updates its deployment process to include additional pre-launch testing and validation. This aligns with which ITIL practice? Is it continual improvement, problem management, service request management, or IT asset management? Now, if you need more time to think about these questions, you should pause the video here because we're going to go straight into the answers. First, let's just remind ourselves what the question 1 was. It's which ITIL practice ensures software releases are tested and deployed? That is, of course, release management. Release management ensures that new or updated services are tested and deployed properly to reduce risk and minimize disruption. Since the software deployment was incomplete due to missing configuration settings, this indicates a failure in the release management process. The incorrect answers here were change enablement. This focuses on evaluating and approving changes before implementation, does not handle the technical aspects of deployment. Incident management. They are responsible for restoring service after an unexpected failure, whereas this scenario was about ensuring a smooth rollout rather than resolving a service disruption. Finally, service level management ensures that IT services meet agreed performance standards, does not govern how software releases are deployed. And moving on to question 2, let's remind ourselves what the question was. This is which ITIL 4 dimensions of service management is primarily affected when the new employees were not properly trained? And that is, of course, organizations and people. Employees are people. The organizations and people dimension of ITIL includes training, roles, skills, and cultural factors that influence service delivery. Since employees were not properly trained on the new software, the issue directly relates to this dimension. The incorrect answers here were information and technology focuses on IT systems, tools, and data management. This problem is about people, not technology itself. Partners and suppliers. This would be relevant if an external vendor was responsible for the training failure, but in this case, the issue lies within the organization's internal processes. Finally, value streams and processes. This relates to the efficiency of workflows, but the primary issue here is a lack of user training, not process design. And question 3, just remind ourselves what that question was, as the IT team updated the deployment process to include additional pre-launch testing and validation. Which ITIL practice does this align with? And that, as you've probably seen on the screen, is continual improvement. Continual improvement ensures that IT services are consistently analyzed and enhanced to improve performance. In this scenario, the IT team identifies gaps in the deployment process and makes adjustments to avoid similar problems in the future. Some of the incorrect answers here were problem management, which focuses on investigating and eliminating the root cause of recurring incidents, but this scenario is more about improving the overall deployment process rather than resolving a technical failure. There was service request management, which deals with handling routine user requests, such as granting software access, which is unrelated to revising deployment procedures. And finally, you've got IT asset management, which focuses on tracking and managing hardware and software assets. But this scenario is about redefining IT processes, not managing assets.